Good morning, all. Hey, my name is Denise, and I just wanted to share some things that I learned through this petrochemical detox in hopes that it will help somebody else. It was an amazing, amazing experience. It was suggested that possibly because I'm still overweight, not to do it. I don't agree with that. Because I've been making the life changes that I need to do to improve my health and wellness, down 63 pounds, off of 18 medications, down 30 plus inches, changing my diet, changing just everything, I thought that it was a great time to do it. I will post a photo of, I'm going to talk a little bit about when you're detoxing, if you detox too fast. I'm going to show you what that looks like in the comments below. I'll post, when this is done, I'll post a photo of a candida overgrowth that I've had in my system for many years that I just haven't had the knowledge or the know-how or the resources to deal with. And so I will post a photo of what that looks like when you're detoxing too fast. And then I will also go back and edit the top of this and just post my video that I did on my personal page that just explained the petrochemical detox, if that's something that you want to look at. But some things that I learned is that through having a candida overgrowth in your body already, and not everybody does, this is something that I've struggled with for a long time. I've reversed type 2 diabetes with diet and lifestyle, but I still find that when I eat too many sugars or carbs, my system does not like it. I get these, like, I don't know if you can see this like thing right here. It's like so it's a fungal infection. That's what candida is it's a fungus, and systemic candida overgrowth is throughout your whole system. So vaginal, feet, fingers, skin, hands, nose, sinuses, stomach. It can come out in any area. So we have three pathways that drainage happens in, and that's our kidneys, our liver, and our skin. And if they aren't coming out, if these toxins aren't able to come out quick enough, then they're going to come out, and that's how they're pulled out of our systems, is through our kidney, liver, and skin. So what I found was, so we know that the petrochemicals and toxins are stored in our fat cells. The vast majority of them are going to be stored in our tummy, in our abdomen area, because they're protecting our organs. That's their job. The fat cells are to protect our organs. My belly area is my problem area. It's the biggest area on my body. It's the area that I don't like. And so it's always just been this huge, massive that I don't like. And so I decided to start this petrochemical detox with my tummy area. I'm just going to say to you, start with a different area is what I want to say to you. Start with a different area. I did not know that when I started this, that is the vast majority of our toxins are held in that area, and I hit it hard. So I was doing this 2 times a day, then the grapefruit capsules and all of that, but I wasn't sweating enough. So we need to sweat a lot. So make sure you're sweating a lot. So another thing that you need to know when you're doing this detox that I highly recommend, and this comes from a doctor friend of mine, because it got so bad that I had to reach out to a doctor that I used to work for, and she just kind of gave me a bunch of insight. In fact, she told me things about my body that I hadn't even told her yet. So she knew exactly what I was going through. So one of the things that she highly recommends that I have now incorporated is to take a step back. When you start seeing the rashes coming out in your skin, that means you're detoxing a little bit too quickly. You'll hear people talk about a detox level or a detox rate, and we don't really know what that is for each body until we're going through it. I'm one of those go big, go home kind of people, so I like to hit it hard and get it done. Well, that's not the best way for our bodies as we're detoxing. So one of the things that she talked about was that we really need to pay attention to our bodies. And if we feel like it's coming out in every area, I mean, this whole side of my sinus up here, the whole side was completely closed. And so again, I got aggressive and I put tea tree up my nose, which you shouldn't necessarily put essential oils up your nose. Now, she laughed at me when I told her that I did that. And so she said, you know that by doing that it was a fungal infection. And I said, I absolutely knew that before. So there is a spray that's called Liposol Spray Biocidin LSF form, and that's on Amazon. I'll try to post some links to kind of give you guys some ideas. But she said one of the biggest things that I wasn't doing, so by doing the petrochemical detox, I was actually moving all of those toxins around through doing this, which is great. You want those toxins to be moving freely, and that's what we were doing with this. But what was happening is, because I wasn't using a binder, I wasn't allowing those toxins to adhere to something to get them out of my system. So what did it do? It came out in my skin. So she highly recommended, when we're doing something like this, to do binders. Binders are things like activated charcoal. I've heard people talk about bentonite clay. I don't know if they've got to have a capsule, because I can't imagine eating the clay itself. I don't know about that, but those are binders. A couple of other things that she talked about was finding a binder that moves bile. So a bile-friendly herb. One that she talked about was BioPure or Zeobind. And again, you can find those on Amazon. I haven't taken those. The only thing that I'm taking right now is an activated charcoal, but she really felt like I needed a little bit more than that. So I'm going to look into adding something else, because I'm still really struggling. It's still coming out in my fingers. My flower portion of my body is still really angry. And so I need to get these toxins out of me. So another thing that I learned was that we have mold naturally in our body, but it needs to be a healthy balance. I had no idea that we had mold in our bodies. No idea whatsoever. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. But it needs to be in a healthy balance. And because we have had a mold issue here in our home that we cleaned, we had to do a bathroom remodel, and now we have one other area. That's what also added to the exasperation of this. And then we also need to have our EMFs, our electromagnetic fields need to be low. I haven't quite grasped onto this whole concept. I mean, she's gone so far as to get rid of their Wi-Fi in their home and turn their phone on airplane mode and stuff like that. I'm not quite there. I need my Wi-Fi. So these are just some things that I want you to be aware of that she shared with me, and I just thought it was really interesting. Another thing that she highly recommends is that you do saunas. So you need to get your core body temperature up to 101. And if you don't have a sauna, use a detox. That's why the detox baths that we talk about in this detox is so important, because you're in this hot water, you're opening your pores and you're sweating, and that's allowing those toxins to come out naturally. So you really want to focus on doing that. I didn't do enough of that, and I think that was another thing that so I was doing one a week or twice a week. I would recommend doing one every single day. That's just my personal opinion. Another thing is prayer is super important in this. And then adrenal support. Adrenal is super important through this too, because our body is being so drastically affected by this detox. And it's a good detox. We just need to have those extra tools to go along with it. She talked about an adaptogen pure. I haven't looked into that. I don't know anything about it, but that's the name that she gave me. One other thing that she did talk about that I really haven't looked a whole lot into is called FSM. It's frequency specific microcurrent. So go look at that and let me know what you think. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really figured it out. It's along the lines of a TENS unit, but TENS unit kind of helps with the nerve pain. And it's not quite like the Rife system, or the zapping. It's something a little bit different, but it's that electrocurrent, the frequency specific microcurrent. So take a look at that. Like I said, I don't have much knowledge in that, but I just wanted to share with you the things that I'm learning. So 1, binders, 2, sauna, and then for me, because of my sinus areas, I need to do a sinus culture. But that's not for the average person, so don't let this scare you. So this detox is absolutely amazing. She agreed 100% with it. She just said make sure that you have those tools when you're ready to do it, to have the binders and the sauna or the hot baths, those things that you need to help your body pull those toxins out, because this is going to get those toxins moving in your body, but you need to get them out of your body. So I hope this is helpful. I will go back and edit this and add those things that I talked about in there. I will add a couple of links, and I will share my photo down below of what it looked like when it was coming out of my sinuses. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Hope this is helpful.